Hi and good evening, everyone. My name is Albert, and this is VlogsBoutNothin. Thank you very much for taking the time out of your busy night to join me. I really appreciate that. As you know, the videos are never scripted, and I just turn the camera on and go. So, I think that tonight was the first night I felt almost all the way 100%, and so I think we just got through about 36 minutes or so of content, and this is our fourth video. But it seems to have caught up to me. At the end of the last video, it sounded like I was about to cry, but then I just spit something terribly nasty as soon as the video was over. And I know that's TMI, but it is just TBH, you know? I'm just saying. So that's what happened, you know? And that's why I couldn't like catch my breath there for a second. It's like running a marathon, I tell you. 40 straight minutes of talking is something that I pride myself on doing every single night, you know? It's not like I do much else. So again, the bar's real low. I'm not the most successful person by any standard of the word. Not even at all. I have zero to show for me. Anyways, I hope that you guys are doing really good. You feel me? Not often, well, too often, some might say, if you're not used to the channel, but then that's just maybe you're weird, you know? No, I'm just kidding. You know, am I though? Like, you're weird if you don't watch this channel. I'm just being silly. What if you were weird for watching the channel? I'd be okay with that. It's okay. It's not a bad thing to be weird. You know? I mean, like, keep Utah weird. You know, what's the other one in Austin? The keep Austin weird, keep Utah weird. You know, I don't know where all the cool guys put up their labels. I guess I've seen both. Austin City Limits, Austin Weird Limits or something. I don't know. I've only ever been to Amarillo myself. And for the record, I love Amarillo. It's right near where my grandmother has hundreds of years of family history in northeastern New Mexico, near Tucumcari. So Amarillo is about an hour and a half west of Amarillo. And just as good old George Strait says, you know, Amarillo by morning, baby. Yeah, when I drive through the 40, you feel me? I'm going through Amarillo. Because there's no other way to go, but also because it's a really cool spot to stay in, and I've spent the night there, and they have really good food. And there's no better place on earth to have a steak than in the state of Texas. This is a fact, you know? Everything's bigger in Texas, including their steaks. You feel me? Their personalities, their restaurants, everything is so much bigger. Dude, you should see some of the stuff they use to water their farms with. Like, Texas is by far the biggest state that I've been in where, like, you just see endless, huge machinery water, like, spigots or whatever. Like, water hoses, but like they're the size of football fields and they like shoot everywhere, and it's just like, oh man, oh, it's really cool stuff. I really like big farm equipment. I don't know, I like big equipment, you know what I mean? I'm that guy, right? I could care less about like any like really like I really like a little like a backhoe or like a tractor or a good old caterpillar, like, you feel me? Cranes are cool. Big equipment is really cool. I'm just saying. But tonight I want to talk about nothing, right? And that's how kind of I wanted to preface that is like I've been not feeling very well, and even before that, I've never felt like the program has stagnated. Only that sometimes, you know, things in life happen, and because I'm an IRL vlogger, you feel me? Like there's really, I mean, I can only generate the content that, you know, sort of happens to me in 24 hours. And, or the things that I think about, the things that influence me, the situations that I get into, you feel me? But, like, currently, I'm not employed, you know, there's not a lot of real content for me to get IRL, with any sort of, like, substance as it concerns anything more than just me actively going out into the world and trying to be a YouTuber, but that's next to impossible because when that happens, I want to be able to reward like people in real life, like IRL, you know what I mean, with like $20 or gift cards or whatever. And so all of that stuff will come as the channel, matures. All of these things will happen. It just takes time. One of the things that I've noticed also takes time, and this is what I started the video about, but it's been a 5 minute sidebar, is that, I'm a week away from being, like, literally 7 days away from being 1 year completely sober. And so that would make today 348 days that I haven't done anything stupid as it concerns placing illegal substances up my Pinocchio part of my face, you feel me? And like, honestly, right? And, that being the only time I've ever had any kind of substance abuse problem, like, it doesn't make it any better. Like, you've had the problem once, you feel me? It's a problem. It was a problem. And like, I'm happy, that I did obviously what I knew that I thought I could do, but then like also, did it on my own. Like, other than my roommate, like, and that being a real big part of my recovery as it concerned just having the dude's support, you feel me? Somebody there to talk to, somebody that provided me with a place to stay while I was rehabbing, while I am still trying to get back onto some kind of like level that you would consider any sort of functioning adult to be at, especially at this age. You know what I mean? Like, I've taken some detours in my life, you know what I mean? But like, I didn't mean for last year to get all crazy, and like, I really didn't, I mean, I guess I knew better. Obviously, I'm not nothing changed. I mean, it's not like I just got a brain this year 348 days ago. It's just I was at a different place, and honestly, I thought that trust in somebody was what I now know is the opposite of trust, right? Because I'm a Scorpio. Literally, my whole life runs on the premise of trust. Seriously, read about us Scorpios. We care about nothing else, only about ourselves and loyalty and trust. And, I think that, like, I joke about that all the time and stuff, but, like, even before I knew or whatever, it's like those things matter a lot to me. They matter a lot to me. And the fact that, like, my family, like, scapegoated me, you feel me, like that was not cool. Like, I really needed my family over this past year, and like, where were they? Nowhere, you feel me? And like, that bothers me, like, I don't know why that wouldn't bother anybody. Like, I have parents, my parents are alive, like, all the time. Like, all my friends, like, people either have, like, their parents like aren't around, or like because of like but like, it's weird to have your parents around and a phone call away and still not like each other. You feel me? Because like, nobody's calling me, and every single time I try to call them to seek out help, it's sort of like, yeah, you guys have heard about black sheeps and families and stuff. Well, like, I'm the oldest of five, and yeah, I may have a mom and dad, but like, we don't get along. They've never been there for me, ever, ever. When I've gone through all of my problems that I've gone through in my life, like losing relationships, not seeing people that I love in my life, like, my family has never been there. You feel me? The only person who helped me get through the last year is the dude sitting in my apartment right now. That has helped me. Like, and all facts and credit to him. You feel me? Because like, one day that dude's gonna get paid back a million times, and moreover than he should, in terms of like, he deserves way more. Like, he took care of me, dog. Like, you feel me? Like, that's like that. Like, my parents don't even do that. Never have done that. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, like, the last year has been pretty eye opening to me, in that it's one thing to, like, be somebody's friend or whatever, like, when things are good or you're investing money, but like, to see somebody through that, and still be there, and like, give that person the opportunity and the benefit of the doubt, because oftentimes when people go through that stuff, they're just going to keep going through it for the rest of their lives, because nobody told them that like it was the wrong thing to do, or that they shouldn't be doing it, or moreover, just provide a place that's like toxic free and just able to be a place where you can get your stuff together and like be better on your own. You feel me? So like, I don't know. It's been a big year for me. Like, this has probably been the only year I've ever learned anything in like the past, like since I'd had the breakup with my daughter's mom. You feel me? In terms of just like things happen in life that like really shake things up that you got going on for you, you know? And it's been more than a handful of times now in my life where like I've had the straight up privilege of having another opportunity to make things better. You know what I mean? And like I don't know, at some point like you gotta do the right thing and you gotta make things better. You feel me? Like again, because otherwise like I am a straight up loser. You feel me? I would be, but like as it is now, and for all intents and purposes, I will continue to try. I will continue to progress and move forward. Stay out of trouble. Do the right thing. You know what I mean? Like all of things that shouldn't come with a thank you or a pat on the back, but like when you're out there in the world doing all this on your own, you feel me? And like you're constantly falling, and you make mistakes, but then like the one big mistake you've made most recently at the latter part of your life, you had somebody there for you who was able to, provide the environment to make it so that you could make it better. And I don't know, like I'm happy for that. So I don't know, like the last year has been interesting. It's I didn't years go by, time goes by, and like just at this time last year, I was on drugs. Like what? Like that's weird. Like it's weird. It's a weird thing. Like because again, like I could have been doing other things. You feel me? And I didn't need to be doing that stuff. Like, but just to impress some old lady and just to impress my own narcissistic, selfish needs. You feel me? Like I thought it was okay to like do stupid stuff, but then like it's never okay to do stupid stuff, and sometimes it takes us all different ways to learn those things about ourselves, and unfortunate, fortunate, kind of a thing. Sorry, not sorry, kind of a thing. In that, sorry that it happened, but not sorry that I've learned so much from being such a mess up. You feel me? So, like, I don't know. I hope that you guys are doing good. Thanks again for being here with me on my channel. I really appreciate that, alright? Again, if you're watching the channel ever and you're currently going through your own battle of addiction or whatever, just know that, like, there's people there. You gotta find them. You gotta reach out, you gotta let people know that you're going through something. But if you can do those things, I'm thoroughly convinced, because you're looking at somebody who, like, has done a little bit better for himself so far as it concerns being addicted to something that destroys lives. Mary Jane ain't out there robbing people of their lives, but other drugs and substances out there do that. That's a fact. I hope that you guys have a really good night, and thanks again for watching my channel, okay? Seriously, if you're not already a subscriber, consider subscribing. It helps out the channel a bunch. If at the very least you just like a little bit of what you heard, hit that thumbs up. We're well on our way up, guys, okay? Up into the moon. Tomorrow, I think, will be our first day of shoots where I feel 100%. I'll even comb my hair, But I look forward to being here again with all of you guys tomorrow night, like I am every single night, right here on YouTube, the only place you'll ever find me. And Patreon, it's where I solicit and ask for money. So if you wouldn't mind, maybe check out Patreon. Search at VlogsBoutNothin. I offer a 7-day free trial. So just in case you don't like the setup that you sign up for, you can always sort of stop at any time before that 7-day free period trial is over. So I hope that you guys have a really good night. And thanks again. Last few days were rough, but we made it on down the river. Now we're looking for a place to dock our boat. So I really do appreciate. I've never been on the ocean, for example. I have no background with any kind of nautical jokes whatsoever. The one time I was on the ocean, thanks to Garza out there for pushing me right in the middle of the end on the coastline in Outer Banks in the OBX open channel right off the freaking, and I'm just like, that was not a fun day. I am not a water boy. Aquaman can keep the seas. I'm gonna stay right here above ground, preferably desert or high desert, and that's where I'll be. And I'm only there, trust me, because I can't find any suitable subterranean structures right now. But, we all have our hopes, dreams, and goals. I hope that you guys have a really good night. Thanks again for being here with me. I really do appreciate it.